Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve. For today's video, y'all convinced me to head back to my favorite antique store and pick up this vintage oil lamp. I have been eyeing it up for almost over a year now, and you guys convinced me that I needed it in my life, so I did end up going back to this store and grabbing the oil lamp. This is one of my favorite antique stores. I could go in here every 2 weeks and find something new. I swear, even if things don't change, I always find something whenever I'm wandering around in here. The Pyrex selection in this store was absolutely beautiful. I share this clip with this display, and then there's more Pyrex in the back of the store. I have a clip of that in just a little bit to share with you, and I do end up bringing a beautiful piece of Pyrex home with me from this trip. I'm going to freeze frame on this casserole dish, and it was marked around 50 something dollars, so I didn't buy it, but I need that in my life. I think I might end up going back for it in the future one day when I feel like splurging again. But I thought that that casserole dish was absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure what the name of this antique vintage item is, but this is so beautiful. I don't know why this piece really caught my eye. I think it's so nice, but it was marked $125, and I just could not justify spending that on this piece, but I truly loved this, and I am going to be on the hunt for one of these for sure. I stared at this tea set for the longest time. It looked like ironstone. It was crazed and stained and had nursery rhymes on it. And I thought about grabbing it for Claire, but I want it to be safe for her to use if she wants to put water in it and have a tea party. So I ended up passing on it, but this was absolutely beautiful. So I filmed that shop with me on Saturday the 20th. Yesterday was Nick's birthday. Nick turned 30 yesterday, so that is crazy. I have been with Nick since he was 17. Yeah, 17. So we have been through 13 birthdays together, which is so cool, and it's just so weird that he is 30. But yeah, on Saturday, Nick and I ran a few errands, we got lunch, and we were just hanging out, and I ended up going antiquing just to one store with my sister-in-law Dominique, and we ran out just for like an hour and a half. I really wanted to go back to that antique store. It's the one where I shared that oil lamp with you guys, and y'all convinced me to go back and grab it, and I was mistaken. He had it priced at $48, so when I got to the counter, he gave it to me for 40 instead of 48. I thought that the 8 was 0, but it is what it is. I think that we were the only customer in there that day because it was like almost 4 or 5 o'clock and they had to boot up their credit card machine because we were like the first sale of the day. So I love that store. I really like the people that work there, and I was glad to support their business. So it wasn't an incredible deal, no like estate sale deal, but it was a cool find, and I did get $8 off. So this oil lamp is the one that I shared, and I was like, do you guys think that I should go back for it? And I decided to. So y'all inspired me to go back and get it, because I know it always happens to me where I see something and then I go back for it and it's gone. And if it would have been gone, I would have been really sad. So I got this gorgeous antique oil lamp. It is very small. If you can see, a lot of the oil lamps that I have purchased in the past, or I got one from my grandmother. When she passed, I had taken one of her oil lamps. They're very tall, so it's hard for me to style with them. I want to have a little collection on the top of my hutch, but some of them are too tall. They hit my ceiling. I can't put them in the shelving of my hutch. Once again, too tall. So this mini one, I'll be able to stick in loads of places. So many of you told me that you use these when the power goes out. I actually do have the lamp oil, and we have used them outside on like summer nights and had them lit. I think that is so beautiful. So that's an idea for you for some cozy summer nights out back. Light up your oil lamp, and it just gives off such a beautiful like ambiance out there. And then, yeah, a lot of you told me that you use them. Claire's chatting it up. I'm trying to get through this. A lot of you guys told me that you also use these when the power goes out. So what an incredible thing to have. If your power goes out, you have no electricity, you need light, and yeah. So this one does have its wick. When I was in the store, I know before buying them to just make sure that it actually turns here, and it didn't turn, but I asked him if he had like a wrench or something or some oil that he could try to turn it, and he was able to get it to turn. So that was good, except it doesn't look like it's moving the wick, if I'm being honest. I will have to mess with this, but maybe it's just not catching. But in a video coming shortly after this one, I'm going to talk about how I bring home thrifted finds from antique stores, just secondhand items, and how I bring them home and clean them up and get them like ready to be displayed in my house. A lot of people have asked me about that, like, how do you clean such and such? Like, what do you do with your dishes when you bring them home? Yada yada. So we're gonna do that in a future video. So this will get all cleaned up and freshened up, and I will share that soon. All right, so some of you are on to me about my new collection. You saw a little sneak peeky of it. I tried to do well hiding it, but yes, I have been collecting a new type of vintage item. And once I share this in this video, you're gonna know what I'm collecting. But I already have it filmed. I filmed a couple of my pieces that I already have collected. So that will be out soon. I've been just filming content in like batches as much as I can to get videos out to you guys almost every 2 days since the beginning of January. I'm really proud of myself for sticking to that. So I have another Pyrex piece to share with you. I have been loving these casserole dishes with the lids, and this daisy pattern is just so beautiful. So I picked this up at that antique store that I was at. Love the green. Like I've been telling you guys, I've just been adding so much more color into our house and into my life, and it feels really good. And these are pieces that I cannot wait to use with my family, and maybe Claire walk over to my little Pyrex collection and pick out what mixing bowl she wants to make cookies with one day or whatever. So those are the life dreams that I have. Yes. Remember I made a video about like romanticizing your life and just like finding beauty in the mundane of life? I think about that every single day. How can I romanticize my life? Like, walk downstairs and I have a fussy baby and she doesn't want to nap, and there are just so many things that can frustrate me. My house might be a mess, my floors need to be mopped, but I just try to like stop and be grateful and just try to like find beauty in the little things going on in life. Like, I stay home almost every single day feeding a baby and dealing with her fussiness, and half the time I can't even like brush my own hair or brush my own teeth or take a shower. I got to shower today, which was a huge win. But romanticize your life a little bit. Like, even though the days are repetitive and you may not love your kitchen or you don't have this perfect house, like, come downstairs, light a candle, turn on a cute cozy lamp in the corner of your dining room. Like, little things like that are the things that we need to like carry on every day. I swear to you, those are the things that keep me going, just like little things that bring you joy. And I hope that in the future, like Claire picking out a little casserole dish for us to bake dinner in, like those are the little things that romanticize your life. And yeah, that's my little rant for you guys. But that's what I think about. Like, I want to have cute things that like bring me memories when I look back on them, and have pieces from an antique store that I got that Claire likes to pick out and play with. And yeah, so hopefully one day Claire and I and my future kids, God willing, please, God willing, I want to have more kids, but yeah, we'll be baking in this and using our other Pyrex mixing bowls and all of that good stuff. So yes, I got this Pyrex dish, long-winded explanation on a dang Pyrex dish. And then the last thing I picked up was this adorable little butter mold. These are so hard for me to find in my area, and not for nothing, these are so little. When you're browsing through antique stores, these are hard to find and easy to miss because they're brown, they blend in with everything, they're small, and I do have some bigger ones that I have found, but this little guy, I have been in this antique store, I can't even tell you how many times, and he's been there probably every time because things don't really change a lot in that antique store. But I found this little guy, he's a little butter mold, and I love his little stamp. So I'm gonna get him cleaned up and put him right in my hutch with all of his brothers and sisters. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my 3 little antique finds from this Saturday, and just had so much fun getting out of the house for an hour or 2. It's so good for the soul as a new mom to just get out and do something that you love. And usually that's getting out and going to a Goodwill or a thrift store or an antique store. So thank you guys for convincing me to go back and get this beauty. I am loving it. I'm so happy that you all agreed with me and you were like, you need that lamp. Sometimes I need a little encouragement, you know? But I was really happy to go back and pick that up. A future video coming out shortly will be me cleaning up these finds, just sharing with you guys how I clean my secondhand treasures, because a lot of these things have been sitting in antique stores for a while. That oil lamp could use a good scrubbing if I'm being honest. So that is the plan for a future video. I have a fussy baby that I'm gonna go tend to. She is fighting a nap. We tried for an entire hour to go down for a nap, and every time I put her down in her crib, she was like this. Where's my mom? So stay tuned for a future video where I'm cleaning up all these goodies. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please hit that subscribe button. If you are new here, I would love to have you. I'm always filming thrifting, home stuff, cleaning, just all that good kind of stuff. I'm a new mom, so if any of that is interesting to you, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below. What videos do you want to see of me in the future? Okay, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!